Hi, buddy. Let's get you far from regret. My martial arts training has given me many amazing gifts, one of which is the development of conscious decision-making. By this, I mean my capacity to decide how to react to a circumstance rather than how to choose my reaction. One of the most difficult and gratifying disciplines to master, both on and off the mat, is this one. Every person has physical and mental habits that have been formed throughout their lifetime and are activated in response to certain stimuli. The awareness and physical response necessary to select how to respond to an attack rather than simply reacting to it are skills that martial artists spend years honing. When under attack, a typical response is to stiffen up, hold your breath, and fight back. That is typical. The sympathetic nervous system of our body activates in reaction to a threat to our lives. When faced with extreme life or death circumstances, such as when our caveman ancestors had to battle off a ravenous saber-toothed tiger, we are hardwired to act in this way. I don't recall the last time I had to defend myself against a saber-toothed tiger, yet situations in our daily lives often seem to get the better of us and thwart our capacity for free will. How can we overcome this if a portion of us is hardwired to respond as a survival mechanism? Before starting the video, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. You should first be aware that you always have an option. Viktor Frankl writes in his book Man's Search for Meaning that everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms: to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. 1. I always have a choice as to how to respond to an opponent's attack or my contractor's lateness. Sometimes I don't make the best decisions in the heat of the moment. Instead of standing my ground and taking a hit, I could have used the force of my opponent to throw him. If I had questioned my contractor about his tardiness, I would have learned that he was seeing his terminally ill father in the hospital. I made the decision to ignore him and be angry with him instead. I made no decisions in these circumstances. I responded. What makes a difference, then? I believe that a choice is what distinguishes a reaction from a response. A response is a reflex created by repetition. A response is a decision made consciously as a result of being alert and in the moment. Peter Ralston writes beautifully about this distinction in his book Cheng Xin, The Principles of Effortless Power. A response is the result of an alert but calm mind. It is accurate and results from balance and equilibrium. It happens naturally, without being locked in or coerced, without fear, desire, or care, but with great knowledge and attunement. What is required and acceptable just happens. Urges and impulses, unconsciousness, a separative worldview, and an unstable mind all contribute to reactions. Prior to and after it appears, it is enslaved by fears, desires, and considerations. It is a blind thrashing of the id's protective tendency when it happens. Contractive is how reaction works. To act, often in a harmful way, in an effort to address or eliminate, destroy, the seeming cause of an urgent problem or danger is to remove one's sensitivity and relational awareness. There is no involvement in the act, no accountability for it, and no true feeling of propriety. 2. A reaction and a response also have different somatic outcomes. When we respond to a circumstance in the manner that Ralston has just described, we are composed, attentive, and receptive. Our breathing is deep, natural, and full. Our skeletal system is in proper alignment, and our muscles are relaxed and supple. Our body does not struggle against gravity to maintain balance and alignment. When necessary, the body can generate power with ease and fluidity. Ironically, the right response or action simply occurs. This is equivalent to the concepts of flow and being in the zone, as used by artists and athletes. When we get out of our own way, spontaneous, original, and appropriate behavior occurs. Think back to a time when you were able to react appropriately to a circumstance. It can be challenging because you accomplish it so effortlessly that it appears ordinary and unremarkable, almost forgettable. This is how a genuine response feels. It's carried out with such spontaneity and ease that it looks too simple. You might even be pleasantly surprised by your own aptitude. Your response made it possible for the right course of action or result to occur. The body behaves and feels differently when we react. Physical discomfort, including muscle tightness, shallow breathing, and even pain, can develop and is frequently sparked by feelings of fear and rage. Ironically, we have to put forth more effort both physically and psychologically to achieve a subpar result. This is the complete opposite of being in the zone or in flow. The body is truthful. It is a tool for comprehending the ideas and feelings that drive our behavior. Check your body for physical cues the next time you notice yourself reacting. They will all make reference to your receptive conduct. Stop and take a deep breath at that time. When you react honestly, you understand there is no saber-toothed tiger to fend against. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and press the bell icon to get far from regret.